We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The run to the right. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are.
Might have a chance. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Davison. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The run inside. It's Hill. To the 10. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense. and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
So Iowa's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the maestro of this offense. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to Malton. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Davison. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to...
Trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Diaz. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they've got to cap this thing off.
The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing more. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. First play of the period, first down here. Making side adjustments here. Out of the... Could be an alley. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. Rolled his way into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Off play action on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Handoff for Malton. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. The 40. The 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore. Bringing the heat. Breaks loose. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Hill. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right?
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Moore. That's caught. It's Moore.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the back. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Here's Moore to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Plows through the defense. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Moore to the air. He's open on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Throwing Moore. He's got it and still on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Iowa spends his second time out here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He's got it. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Moore. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dante Moore finds his man. It's Davison. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado, taking on the number 21 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
They punt it away on fourth down. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Got enough for the first. Into the house. Touchdown Ducks. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Moore rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Motion from the wideout. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
3rd down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Snap it to the back. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And he is under, sacked at the 7.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Moore to throw. Pressure coming. Buying some time. Still running at the 35. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And, man, you see it again, and it's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Moore will throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Touchdown, Ducks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here's a give to Malton. Finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Iowa. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now. See if they can continue to get some momentum, but keep in mind.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. please.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Going over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Moulton.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Phillips. Crosses the 30. He's got him. Runs through, man. He might have some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. More play action. Here's the pressure. On target over the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Finds him. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the catch. It's Bear. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing more. Got it in the middle. It's Davison. There's some room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On the snap, it's Davison. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in